There you go. Cool. Awesome. All right, here we are. And naturally, as we get started here this evening, my little puppy, well, I call him a puppy, he's 3, starts to see that I'm about to get active and he might want to play fetch. We will not do that, but it may provide some laughs anyway. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, you're welcome to take a comfortable seat. If you want to take my recommendation to come into extended child's pose, you're welcome to do so, bringing big toes to touch, knees as wide as the yoga mat, and extending the fingertips out toward the front edge of the mat, allowing the forehead to drop down. And this might already be a big stretch for the body, a big feeling right away if you do come into extended child's pose. So feel free to take your head up to a block, to a folded blanket, maybe even placing a folded blanket between the calves and the thighs if you need a little boost there. Or like I said, any other posture that feels good to get started here. So it's totally up to you. And as you do, you might already just automatically start to close the eyelids and feel them grow heavy. Or maybe just allow the eyelids to be heavy here. And so as we dive in this evening, this little ditty, this little practice is going to bring a little nice soft motion to the body. But hopefully, even more importantly, a sense of rooting, a sense of grounding. Coming into the breath, noticing any sensations in the body as you get started today. And as you flow through your practice here, continuing that power of observation, observing the breath as you move, but also as you are still, especially here in your starting posture. And so there's no judgment of where we're at, whether we've been practicing in different areas and different places through the past few months, or whether this is our first time back on the mat in a while. Let's just come into this first shape, feeling out the breath. So maybe feeling that belly expand on your next inhale. Taking your next exhale out the nose or the mouth, just a nice long breath out, arriving here. We'll continue with a couple more nice soft breaths, deep and gentle. Giving ourselves a little grace through this practice tonight. So acknowledging this transitional time of the year, where things may not feel quite as still or as grounded. All right, as you're ready, one more nice full breath in and out. No matter where you are on your mat here, we're going to start to press slowly up to all fours, tabletop position. So if you're in a seat, go ahead, come on forward, planting the palms underneath the shoulders, knees, or the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And gently coming into cat-cow on your next inhale, we start to drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhaling, rounding through, chin comes toward the chest. Keep that going, couple more breaths on your own. If this invites in any other motion, movements in the head, the neck, the hips, go ahead, bring it on. Per usual, since we've all practiced before together, there is no method here. There's no rule. Your entire practice could look entirely different from mine tonight, and that's cool. Let's take one more big breath in, opening through the front body as it comes. That exhale to round through once more. And then coming forward onto the belly, take your time coming down. We'll send the legs out behind us, come down onto the chest, hands in line with the rib cage, elbows hugging in. On your next breath in, lifting up baby cobra, keep it low, nice and gentle. Exhale, lowering back down. Awesome. Pressing back, bringing the knees together here. We'll come to kneeling posture. And if a kneeling posture isn't in your practice tonight, cool. Go ahead, maybe take it to a cross-legged position or another seat of your preference here. We'll keep the left fingertips on the earth, raising our right hand on the next inhale in, bring it up. Exhale, right hand back to the earth. Just like that now, inhaling left fingertips up. And take that left hand back down to the earth. Awesome. One more on each side, your breath here. You can take it over as much as you like or as little. And as you feel complete here, maybe hands come to the knees or to the thighs, and we take some gentle circles with the nose, taking the gaze up, around, and down, whichever direction you choose to start here. Allowing for a little opening in the neck, the upper back body. We'll change it up, go the other direction when you feel ready. Nice and slow as you finish out that rotation, bringing the chin back to the chest, pause. Maybe take the shoulders back, down the back body. So we feel a gentle lift of the heart space here, grounding down through the sits bones. Nice deep stretch in the back of the neck for one more breath in and out. Fabulous. Go ahead, take your gaze up to center here. And we'll bring our left hand to the right knee, right fingertips swim behind, a little gentle seated twist here. So keeping it nice and long in the back of the neck, maybe the gaze goes to the earth. And slowly coming around through center, we'll take that right hand to the left knee this time. Left fingertips behind, lifting up through the center channel here and making your way gently into your twist. We'll have a few twists throughout our practice tonight. So as always, wherever you're at, take it as it comes. They're always optional. All right, coming back to center here once again. Let's go ahead, take it forward, back onto all fours once more, tabletop, just to set up here as you start to walk the palms out, maybe a little bit wider than the shoulders, curling the toes under and sending the hips up high. Take your time. This might be a big move. It certainly is for me tonight. So maybe pedal it out, drawing each heel toward the earth. Not losing sight of the breath here. Keep it going. You might take a moment here in stillness, drawing both heels toward the earth. Maybe even bending the knees a bit and allowing the heart to shine back toward the legs and then straightening through the legs. Just a couple options to feel it out. Taking a slow walk up toward the top of the mat here. We'll make our way up to forward fold. So placement of your feet, as always, is wherever you like it. So maybe they're together, they might be hip width apart, somewhere in between. Once you settle in there, start to pay attention to the legs coming up to the knees. Maybe we take a little bend here. Taking the attention up through the hips, the low back, allowing that to come like a waterfall all the way down the spine to the neck, through the top of the head. Find a little release here. You might invite in a gentle sway or even grab opposite elbows. Just letting it go. And if If you're in motion, go ahead, bring it back to center here, allowing the hands to rest down by the feet, and take an even deeper bend in the knees here, rooting through all corners of the feet. We'll start to press it up real slow. So there's no rush getting up to stand. Feeling that lift up through the legs, all the way through the torso. Maybe the shoulders take a roll or two back to open up through the chest. And then taking the gaze out in front, we stand up nice and tall. Mountain pose. Find that breath. We'll use it here as we find our flow. Taking our next inhale in to take the fingertips down to come up. Reach up, inhale. Bending the elbows, opening through the chest. Exhale. Maybe take the gaze up a touch. Inhale, back to reach up tall. And diving forward on the exhale, we hinge all the way forward, back to our forward fold. Come up to a halfway lift on that next inhale. So maybe hands are on the shins, maybe on the thighs. And we'll exhale, forward fold. Let's try that little ditty again. Inhale all the way up to stand, reach up tall. Opening the elbows wide, open through the chest, exhale. Inhale, back to reach up. And take it all the way down. Exhale, forward fold. Rising to your halfway lift to inhale. Exhale, fold. Once more, inhale, sweep it up all the way to stand. Elbows draw down, chest opens. We inhale, reach up. And exhale, release all the way to your fold. Coming up, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Take the fingertips to the mat, kicking the right toes back. Let's come to a low lunge. So drop that back knee down. We'll keep it nice and low here. Find one more inhale on your lunge. Planting the palms. Exhale to step it back. Plank pose. You can always be on the knees. We'll take one more inhale here. Gaze straight down. And exhale, lower to the belly, all the way down. Pressing up, inhale, baby cobra. And release back to the belly, exhale. On your next inhale, we press up through plank or tabletop, your choice. And then exhale those hips up high and back, downward facing dog. Pause here, full breath in. And breath out. We're going to step that right foot up between the hands. So shift the body forward. Take as many steps as you need to place that right foot forward. Back knee goes down. So low lunge now on this side. Let's take one more inhale here as you're ready. And we'll exhale. Step that left foot up to meet the right. Forward fold. Sweeping hands all the way up to the sky. Big inhale sends you up. Take it all the way back down. Exhale, forward fold. A little halfway lift to inhale. And exhale to come back down. Fingertips to the mat. Sending left toes back this time. Drop that back knee down. Pausing here, full breath in. Planting the palms, breath out to send the right toes back. Plank or half plank on the knees. Take one more breath in. Lowering all the way to the belly. Take it slow. Come on down. We'll roll the shoulders back, open through the chest, baby cobra. Exhaling, release back down. Pressing up through plank or tabletop, inhale. Exhaling the hips up and back, downward facing dog for a breath in. and out. This time as we shift forward, we step the left foot up between the palms. Eventually lower that back leg down, back knee down. Taking one more breath in your low lunge. We'll step the right foot up, forward fold. Big breath in, sends the fingertips up to the sky, stretch. This time bringing palms together at heart center. Let's exhale back to our mountain pose. Take this pause. Maybe take a moment here. If you need to take a shoulder roll or two, allow the shoulders to be heavy and return to the breath. So even in our standing postures here, feeling that rooted groundedness to the earth through the soles of the feet. All right, just finding a little bit of openness here through our upper bodies, especially as we talk about this notion of feeling a little maybe cramped or hunchy. Let's go ahead, come to eagle arms. So right arm comes under the left. We wrap forearms together. Options here. Palms may come together, they may not. You might take backs of the hands together or even give yourself a hug, taking hands to the shoulders here. So a couple options. All right. Finding a nice lift of the elbows on your next inhale. Start to lift through the chin. As we exhale, draw the elbows in toward the chest, toward the belly, round through the back body. So kind of like a cat-cow maneuver here. Inhale to open up, lengthen through the belly. Exhaling to round through. Once more, let's inhale, rise. Exhale as you round through, now diving all the way forward to a forward fold. Release the hands down, unravel. Allow the weight of the head to hang loose. Fabulous. We're going to slowly tuck the chin, bend the knees, roll back up, just like we did earlier to come up to mountain pose. Finding ourselves standing up nice and tall here. This time, other side. That left arm comes under the right, or whichever one wasn't underneath last time. And then finding that placement of the hands that feels right on this side. And it could certainly be different. It definitely is for me. And when you feel satisfied here, feel strong, standing tall, let's inhale, lift the elbows, lift the gaze perhaps. Exhaling to round through, bringing chin, bringing elbows in. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, curl it in. Last time to inhale, nice and long. As you exhale, this time we round through and take it all the way down, down, down to a fold, releasing the arms, unraveling once again. Find that forward fold. Again, always an encouragement to find a little bend in the knees. Maybe you shake the head loose once again. And we'll start to bring fingertips to the mat if they're not there already. Keep that left foot where it's at, and we'll kick the right foot back, coming back to our low lunge. Drop that back knee down. So those back toes can be curled under, or maybe we're flat on top of the back foot. Your choice. All right, maybe finding a little lift here through the heart, through the torso, so we're not crashing into that left thigh, but finding a little lightness here. Let's take one more full breath in. On your breath out, rolling back through that left heel, shift the hips back. We're coming into half splits here, little runner's stretch. So this might be a handy time if you got blocks, if you want to use them, or something block-like on either side of that left leg, just to prop you up a bit here. Or we can be on fingertips, knuckles, taking as much of a bend in that left knee as you need. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Just one more full breath in here. And taking that breath out to walk the fingertips forward, plant that left foot. From here, sweeping hands up, crescent lunge. This is optional. You can always stay in your low lunge here if you wish. Otherwise, we're pressing through the sole of that left foot, feeling a little lift from the pelvic floor. Nice and tall through the heart here, through the fingertips, taking one more breath in. Bringing palms together at heart center on your breath out. Stay lifted. We're gonna find a little twist, optional as always. Inhaling to loop that right elbow to the outside of your left thigh or your left knee here. Pressing palms together. Maybe the gaze goes forward or maybe to the earth here for stability. You can always take it up. So just taking one more breath here. We're not here long. As you find that exhale, let's start to press back up to unravel once again and place the palms on the earth on both sides of that left foot as you step the left foot back. Plank pose or half plank. Nicely done. Start to lower to the belly once again, all the way down. Hands in line with the rib cage, elbows hug in. Inhale to find cobra. And exhale, release. Awesome. Inhaling to press up through plank or your tabletop. Let's exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And that long breath out. We'll shift forward to step that right foot up between the hands. Once again, here we go. Let's drop that back knee, that left knee down to the earth as you're ready. Back toes curled under or on the flat on top of the foot here. And once again, just taking a little note of where we're at here, how we're situated, making any adjustments, feeling any differences, taking one more full breath in. Allowing your breath out to bring the hips back, draw the right toes toward the face, finding those half splits on the other side. Maybe we bring in our props this time, or once again, we're finding your variation here, breathing into the back of that right leg, keeping nice and lifted in the upper body, or maybe you fold, see how it feels. Let's take one more breath in wherever you're at. Allowing your exhale to bring you back through to plant that right foot down. Once again, crescent lunge as you're ready, if you wish. We'll sweep the hands up, press through the sole of that right foot, bringing those thighs toward the midline here for stability. Taking one more breath in, reach through the fingertips. Exhaling to bring palms together, down to heart center once again. If you want to dive into the twist, we'll inhale, draw that left elbow around to the outside of the right thigh or right knee, pressing palms together here. We've got all the options in between. Take one more full breath in. Starting to unravel on that breath out. Come on, back down to the palms. Frame the right foot. Step the right foot back to plank. And gently lower down to the belly. As you find your next breath in, a slow cobra. Exhaling to release. Press it on up to your plank or half plank. And then down dog. In your down dog, full breath in. And breath out. We're going to anchor through the right foot here, the right heel, to come into three-legged dog, which again is nothing you have to do. We will be stepping up from the left foot in between the palms, so you can go ahead and do that now, or inhale, reach the left leg up high, three-legged dog. Exhale, drawing knee to nose, shift the body forward, and we'll step that left foot up between the palms. So wherever you're at, meeting you here in your lunge. So we've got options here. We can take that knee back to the earth, or if you wish, Coming to high lunge, crescent lunge, sweeping hands up to the sky here. Maybe grabbing a piece of the house or the chair to hold you up. Again, though, you can always be back on that back knee, no worries. Finding that lift here again, energy through the fingertips for one more breath in. We're gonna come to a twist, turning toward the left on your breath out. Open the arms out wide. And maybe wide is 90 degrees, wider, shorter, no worries. Maybe we even take that left hand to the waist here. Breathe in once more. And breathe out. Fabulous. Let's take one more inhale in, bring it back to center, crescent lunge. Awesome. Take it all the way down to your low lunge. You can keep that back knee lowered or lifted. We're going to plant the right palm, just the right palm, and inhale to twist left fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, left palm back to the earth. Frame that left foot. We'll step the left toes back to your plank, slowly lowering to the belly. So we've got a little flow here. If you're vibing on this cobra on the inhale, go ahead and take it. If not, don't worry, let it go. We'll exhale, release. Inhale to your plank or to your tabletop. I'm recommending tabletop tonight. And exhale to your downward facing dog. Continue to breathe here. I only joke because I like sometimes taking the less powerful, let's say, approach, especially in such a practice this evening. So, all right, continue to breathe in once more. Finding that nice grounding. Exhale to lower now that left heel down. We'll find our next inhale to sweep the right leg up high, three-legged dog, or like I said, you can just simply step it up. As we exhale, we'll go knee to nose, shift forward, right foot up between the palms, coming back to a lunge. Option to keep that knee up this time if you want. You can always lower it and we'll sweep the hands up, crescent lunge, high lunge. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. And keep it low. We'll take one more breath in. Awesome job, awesome job. Let's exhale, open out to the right. Reaching those arms wide as you like, whatever suits you now. Maybe again, we take this time right hand to the right waist. Find your next breath in once more. We'll take our breath out to take it back to center. Reach up, lowering all the way back down. Take it down to your low lunge. This time we're planting that left palm down. Once you get that established, find your next inhale to open up through the right arm. Reach those fingertips up. Exhaling, right palm back to the earth, planting them both, stepping the right toes back. Last little time here to lower to the belly if you want to take it. We'll inhale, open up to cobra. Exhale, let it go. Awesome. This time, no plank. Let's just bring the knees together, shift the hips all the way back. Come back to child's pose. Extended child's pose, always an option. But allowing the head to fall forward. Just a couple of breaths here. Find your good old buddy, the earth, who's been hanging out, who's been supporting you this whole time. And your other buddy, your breath. So nice. All right. We're going to slowly come back up here. So take your time as you rise. Or stay a little longer if you choose. We're going to come back forward onto the belly. Slowly lower down at your pace here. We'll come onto the tops of the feet here. pressing into the pelvis, and draw the hands behind the low back, interlacing the fingers behind the low back or the rear here. We're starting to roll the shoulders open here, actively drawing them down the back body, gaze straight down. As you're ready here, we'll find a lift up from the heart, from the chest here. Continue to keep the gaze straight down. We're in a little bit of a locust variation. Drawing those knuckles down. If you wish, you're welcome to lift the toes, lift the legs, but you do not have to. We can keep grounded with the toes on the earth. Continue to breathe. Engaging that back, that low back for one more breath in. On your breath out, release the palms down to the earth, down at your sides, underneath your shoulders here. And let's slowly press back up to all fours. All right, big toes are gonna come together here. Knees as wide as your mat and palms underneath the shoulders. So upper body is in our tabletop here. Lower body's kind of like you're setting up for extended child's pose. All right, we're gonna thread the needle. So on your next breath in, plant that right palm, extend your right or your left hand, all the way up, opening up through the chest. As you exhale, taking the left hand underneath the bridge of the right arm, we'll come to rest down on the left ear, left shoulder. Go ahead, remain here with your breath, finding a place to actively place that right palm. So either pressing into the mat, maybe walking the right fingertips forward toward the front edge of the mat, or even maybe placing the right palm on the small of the back. Staying present with the breath for one more breath cycle. Pressing right palm back into the earth. We'll come on back up nice and slow, resetting with the hands. And jumping into the other side. Keep that left palm planted this time. Inhale, right hand up to the sky, open through the heart. Exhale your right hand underneath the bridge of the left arm. Come on down, right ear, right shoulder. Finding your placement of your left hand here. Doesn't have to look like the other side. Allow that intuition to guide you here for the next breath in and out. Great. As you're ready, pressing that left palm back into the earth, coming back up. Go ahead, work those knees back in towards center here, back to tabletop. We are going to jump into a little one-legged king pigeon. I don't know if you're like me, if you have a love-hate, but sometimes when I hear that, I go, no, but I love it at the same time. And so here's what I'm gonna suggest is if you've got a blanket, I would highly, highly suggest having this handy here. And again, this is the posture that if you're not up for that tonight and you don't feel like it, you let it go. Coming back into a posture of rest for you. If you wish though, maybe having that blanket or cushion handy here. We'll have it on our right side to start. Go ahead, kick through the back or through that right foot, nice and long through that right leg as you're ready. And then bring that right knee up toward the right wrist. We'll walk the left toes back and snuggle that folded blanket or cushion underneath your right hip. So we're able to keep those hips nice and stable here as we come into the posture and allow ourselves to release in. Welcome to come down onto the forearms, the elbows here if you like, or even to come lower, but don't push it here. Big hip opener, so we want to take it nice and kind, nice and gentle. You can stay lifted if you wish. So we'll just take these next couple breaths to feel it out. Feel the breath. Maybe a slow, gentle release. Couple more breath cycles here. And you feel like it's time, you might start to press back up if you're lowered down. Coming onto palms or fingertips, take a pause before coming completely out of the posture. And then when you're ready, we'll start to send that right leg back, reset in your tabletop once again. And coming into the second side. Now again, this is optional, and if that didn't go the way you quite wanted it to tonight, then by all means, set it aside for another day. Otherwise, we might kick back through that left foot, extend through the left leg, and start to draw that left knee up toward the left wrist. Walk the right toes back, 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 and start to snuggle in with your blanket or cushion underneath your left hip this time. I'm always so used to hovering in this posture when I don't have a support and feeling like I'm engaging a lot more muscles than maybe I feel comfortable engaging. So hopefully this little suggestion works for you. And if not, you're always welcome to forego as you start to lower down if you're not already. And again, you can always stay lifted. And once again, present with the breath, present in your body. Our opportunity here to observe. Fabulous. The timing is up to you here. So when you're ready, if you wish, pressing up back to the fingertips or palms. Take a beat there just to come out, not to rush. And then we'll plant the palms. Kick that left foot back, nice and slow. This time bringing knees together, sitting back toward the heels. We're gonna come onto the bottom. So go ahead, swing your legs around, back out in front of you, and legs will come out nice and long here. So a little nice flexion in the feet, waking up through the toes here. If you want to bring your cushion or blanket under your bottom here for a little lift, by all means, go for it. That is all good. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to find our inhale to send fingertips up and overhead. Find that extension. And we're going to fold forward, hinge forward on the exhale as you reach, and then allow the hands to melt down. Not striving for anything in this posture. Just allowing for a gentle fold. Let's take one more nice full breath in and out. As you root down through the sits bones, start to roll up through the spine, come on back to your seat. Sitting up nice and tall once again. All right. Taking one more twist in our practice, or at least one more that I planned. You can do what you like. A couple ways we can do this. So we'll bend the right knee and take the left foot, the left heel through under the bridge of the right knee here. Left heel comes toward the right glute. If this already feels a little wonky, a little funky, you can keep that left leg extended nice and long, keeping that right leg bent. Otherwise, you might cross that right foot over the left thigh. And again, if this feels pretzel-y, let it go. No need to do it. We're planting through the sole of that right foot here, wrapping our left arm around the right knee and swimming right fingertips behind. Now, options once again. We can continue to breathe, lifting up through the inhale here, exhaling, guiding yourself into the twist. If you want to take a bind, you're welcome to bring the back of that left elbow to the outer edge of the right knee, but you don't have to. Either way, we're feeling that nice full breath that you've been cultivating through your practice here, maybe feeling the belly expand on that right thigh. And then starting to release, unravel, come back to center. Take your time. This time we'll extend the right leg long, bend that left knee. We can stay right here, coming into the twist on this side, or if you wish, you might bring that right foot underneath the left leg, bringing the right heel toward the left glute, and then swinging left foot to the other side of the right thigh. Sitting up nice and tall, wrap that right elbow around the left knee and swim left fingertips behind once more. Inhaling in, nice and tall. Exhaling, maybe taking that gaze toward the left shoulder. You got this. Nice little release. Letting go what hasn't been serving us. Bringing it out. Slow unravel here once again. As you take the legs back, we'll take the feet, soles of the feet together here. One more little hip opener before we take it all the way down. Coming into butterfly or Baddha Konasana here. Let those thighs be nice and heavy. You're welcome to stay up in your seat or maybe hinge forward once again, rolling through the spine, allowing the forehead to be heavy. Full breath through the hips and pelvis. Really nice. One more breath cycle here. Rooting through the sits bones once again, roll it up, stack the spine. Cool. We're drawing the knees together here, allowing the soles of the feet to come to the mat. And go ahead, lower all the way down to your back. Once you get there, drawing knees in toward the chest here, give yourself a hug. That might be hands on the shins or hands grabbing wrists or forearms. If this brings about a little rock side to side, go ahead, take it. And if you're in motion, come back to center stillness, allowing the knees now to draw open as wide as the shoulders, kicking the soles of the feet up. We'll grab the outer edges of the feet for happy baby. You can always grab the inner arches as well, or the backs of the thighs, whatever you choose here. You might once again find that little sway side to side, or maybe you find stillness drawing the tailbone toward the earth. If you notice the chin is jutting up toward the sky, maybe drawing the chin gently in, lengthening through the back of the neck. Fabulous. We'll start to slowly release the feet. Allow the legs to lengthen out long. Reach the hands up and overhead. Full body stretch here. Stretching through the fingers, the toes, spread them wide. Reach, reach, reach. Take a breath in. On your breath out, lower the arms to your sides. Open through the ankles. Finding Shavasana. If there's anything you would like to have on hand here, anything cozy, like a cushion under the head, a blanket around the body, some warm socks, feel free to grab what you like here. This is how we'll round out our practice this evening, with a little relaxation posture and a little meditation. As you feel yourself settling in here, allow for a gentle scan of the body, starting at the top of the head, allowing it to lengthen down through the head, the neck, the shoulders, the chest. Maybe finding any areas of tension and releasing them to the earth, going down through the abdominals, belly, pelvis, and hips, through the thighs and knees, the shins and calves, ankles to the soles of the feet, melting down. As we've tapped into the energy of the earth this evening, we continue to do so 10,000 times more now as we release the full body, the full weight into the earth. Keeping a gentle eye, a watchful eye on your breath, on your awareness, but without any force here. So as perhaps little interruptions in the mind or the environment come in, it's all good. That's part of the experience. Continue to observe, maybe noticing if there's a relaxation of the jaw or the brow. As you further melt into the earth, perhaps you notice the tiny growth of roots anchoring you even further from any area of the body that's touching the earth. We find that connection. As you take a breath in, you draw up nutrients from the roots, from the earth, nourishing you. As you exhale, you return that energy back to the earth. Inhaling brings that nourishing energy, vitamins, nutrients. Your exhale, an exhale of gratitude. Just taking these next few moments here to observe this exchange, this energetic bond. Staying present in the breath, in the body. We'll slowly start to return. Maybe allowing for one more breath of gratitude, acknowledgement for Mama Earth, for the nutrition and support that is always there, that she always gives. And as you draw back to the body here, you might start to find a little soft motion, maybe rocking the head gently side to side. Or waking up through the fingers and toes. Maybe a little opening and closing of the jaw. We're taking this into a full body stretch once again. So whatever feels nice here. And of course, you can stay on the earth as long as you like. You can always return as well. Otherwise, we'll roll onto the left side of the body. And if the right side is more comfortable for you tonight, please go ahead and do so. Just choosing the left side as it's the moon side. So sticking with that tonight. And as you pause here, just for a breath or two, it's up to you when you start to press up to a seat. And again, if you wish to remain on the earth a bit longer, there's no rush here. As you come up to a seat of your choice, if you choose, let's perhaps keep the eyelids heavy here. Allow the hands to rest comfortably in the lap or maybe on the thighs or knees. Staying tuned into the sensations of the breath and body here, just for these last few beats. Observing maybe a little moment of quiet stillness. As we welcome in this transition of seasons, this time to be extra gentle with ourselves. Option to bring hands to heart center here, Anjali Mudra, as we close out this evening. If you're one to set an intention, maybe for the season ahead, or even for the next hour, the evening, the week ahead, you're welcome to do so now. Perhaps bringing in a sense of grounding or gentleness. And of course, sharing my deepest gratitude to you all for being here. This has been awesome. I look forward to seeing you hopefully again in the future. And thank you for joining in this transition with me. Thank you. Namaste. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.